Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to another production of ParkTV 16 Sports on location. This afternoon, we are broadcasting from Hopkins High School, bringing you 6 quadruple A semifinal girls basketball featuring the visiting number 4 seed St. Louis Park Orioles at 18-9, coming in to take the number 1 ranked team not only in the section, but the entire state as they come in with a undefeated record of 26-0 with their superstar Paige Buchers running it. She is the number 1 player in the state, and the name of the game for St. Louis Park, as we're looking at the starting lineups, is how are they going to contain Paige Buchers. Last time these two teams played was back in December on the 11th, and Hopkins got the better of the Orioles, 84-53, a 31-point margin. As we look at the starting lineups, that is number 23 being announced, Reagan Alexander. They're going to need a great game out of the sophomore, 5'10". And there is number 31, Shayla Miller. She's a great outside three-point shooter. They're going to need her to be hot as well. Now looking there at number 32, that is Kendall Coley, another 6-footer for St. Louis Park. And there's Paige Buchers, number 1. Keep an eye on her, the best player in the state. Both teams doing their pregame rituals. Hopkins on the ground in a circle. St. Louis Park standing, getting ready for this big one. Arsenio Richardson's team having a great season at 18-9. This is the semifinals. Hopkins beat Minneapolis Washburn earlier in the tournament, 96-26. St. Louis Park beat Kennedy in overtime by a score of 76-70. This is the first of 2 semifinal games here at Hopkins High School. Coming up next, right after this match, Robbinsdale Armstrong versus number 2 seeded Wayzata High School. The winner of this match and that match will play this coming Thursday right here at Hopkins High School. St. Louis Park first out of the pregame rituals. They're at center court. And your starters again are number 14, Lindsay Olson, the senior guard, along with number 23, Reagan Alexander, number 31, Shayla Miller, number 32, Kendall Coley. And we're about to begin. Coming in there for Hopkins at number 34 to take the tip. Her name is Maya Ninjai. She's a 9th grader at 6'3". St. Louis Park in white going right to left to start the match, and we are underway, and the tap goes right away to Paige Buchers, number 1, and she will set up shop in the half-court offense. She gets it over to number 5. That is Amaya Battle. She's a 9th grader, 5'10". Now over to Buchers on the left wing. Oh, behind the back dribble. She is a treat to watch, folks. Look at her with that ball between the legs around the back. So far, good defense here initially by the Orioles as they are now going to play zone, which is unusual. So that is a defensive strategy being employed here by Arsenio Richardson. Now Buchers from way outside three-point land, and that is off the mark. And rebound by Miller. Nice job by the Orioles right off the bat. Now the pass down to number 32, Coley, and she makes 2. Even though there is now a mishap and a turnover, unforced turnover by Hopkins, and the Orioles have a 2-point lead and the ball now. Coming up on 17 minutes to go here. Just joining us, I'm Robert Christensen. And we're glad you're with us here with ParkTV 16 Sports. Paul Broden, our producer, in the truck, and we've got Robbie and Kurt on our 2 cameras as Buchers goes down, maintains her dribble, and fires a beautiful pass underneath. And she misses, but the follow-up rebound by number 5, Amaya Battle, ties the score at 2. And now Hopkins with the full court man-to-man press and the lead pass ahead. Nice job there. Taking the shot is Jordan Turk, and we got a whistle and a foul, and I think she's going to go to the line and shoot 2. So great action here early on in the semifinal 6 quadruple A section semifinal. And at the line, Jordan Turk, the junior guard, and she's a steadying influence on this Oriole team as she takes her first shot off the rim and off the backboard. She misses. Both teams have 5 timeouts per half, and Turk with their second one, and she makes it. So 3-2 lead here for the Orioles. Oh, that was a 3-point shot foul, so she's gonna get a third one. I'm courtside here, so I didn't quite see where her feet were. And she, rattles out, but rebound almost taken away there by 31. Reagan Alley, 32 Coley. Now into the front court for the Royals. Pass underneath, goes to number 34. That is Najee, and she takes the lead for the Royals. And then back down right away, Lindsay Olson, number 14, lays it in. 5-4 Orioles here. 16 and a half minutes to go first half. Now into the front court, that is number 5, Battle. Battle on the right side now. Down underneath to number 34, Maya Najee. Najee misses, rebound by the Hopkins Royals, draws a foul. That was taken by number 33, Layla Chokalis. There's the shot off the mark by Maya. And then the power dribble, steps up there. Boy, that was not a foul at all from our great camera angle there. But she's gonna get the benefit of 2 shots on the call, and she makes the first one to tie the score. 1 team foul apiece. 16 to go. Chokalis with her second shot, and she makes it. And the Royals are up 6-5, and there's that full court press, and they burn it deep. Way ahead there to number 23, Alexander. She can't make the layup, and then she gets it back on the rebound there by Lindsay Olson. Now Miller. And the shot off the rack of the rim, taken by Olson. Now rebound to Paige Buchers. She gets it head court there to number 22. That is Kayla Adams. She's a 5'7" junior forward, and she draws the foul, and now she'll go to the line and shoot 2. 16 minutes to go. Look at that sharp pass by Buchers. She is something to watch, passing, dribbling, and shooting, and getting the foul there. It looks like that was on Shayla Miller. Seven to 5 lead. Here's her second. And she makes that, so 8-5. And the full court press, and they try, and it gets blocked by Buchers, and it's a turnover, saved there in the front court. Now Buchers comes with the left hand, one-handed, and off the back of the rim and the backboard, and rebound goes to Miller. And the Orioles now trying to get the ball at the court, and they do over the timeline to Lindsay Olson. Now Lindsay Olson on the left side as she drives the baseline, comes all the way in and gets swatted at, and she gets hit by the body, but they don't make the call. Can't believe that. Now down back, and she traveled. No call there. The referees have swallowed their whistles when Hopkins is on offense. And here comes Shayla Miller, and they're gonna call the charge. This is awful officiating here. My goodness, that is not a charge. She was not set. 3 bad calls in a row going against the Orioles, in my opinion. That's not going to help the Orioles going against the #1 team in the state with the #1 player. So 3 team fouls already against the Orioles, and that is Shayla Miller's second, and she is on the bench as a result. In to replace her is number 4, Faith Johnson, the sophomore forward. Now into the half-court offense, pass down low, and a layup there from the post by Maya. Ball back in. Now also into the game for is Sophie Ullman, number 15, the senior guard for the Orioles. And there's a shot underneath by Jordan Turk, and she draws the foul, and she'll go to the line. She's 2 for 3 from the line today. Nice pass down low by Ullman, and yeah, she definitely was fouled by number 22, Kayla Adams. Sunil Richardson off the bench, calling out instructions to his team. Down 5 here early, Turk or 2. She makes the first one. She's 3 for 4 from the line. Off to a good start for the junior guard. And she rattles that one in, and the Orioles are just down 3. Now Hopkins into the front court quickly. That's number 22, Kayla Adams. Now over to number 33, Chokalis. Her shot off the mark. Rebound, though, to the Royals. And Buchers almost lost it. She is quite athletic. Left-handed pass intercepted by number 23. That's Reagan Alexander. She brings it the length of the court, and no call on the exchange there. She gets blocked, and the ball kind of went off her forehead there. Let's see. And that's a good block. I don't think she got the body. Nice job there by the Hopkins, Maya Naji. Now Buchers in the backcourt. Buchers is 6-foot-tall junior at point guard. She goes to the left side. She likes to go left more than right. Showing a little frustration there as Jordan Turk applying the pressure. Another turnover by Buchers. This is not her best start, and she draws the foul. Faith Johnson does on the drive. She'll have a chance to cut the lead to 1, and the foul was on number 22, Kayla Adams, and that's got to be her second as she reaches in right before the shot. But they're going to give her 2 anyway. Here's the referee talking to Adams, being warned. Now coming over, getting a cheer up there from her teammate, Naji. So showing frustration by Adams, getting a lecture by the official. He comes over to the Hopkins bench to discuss it with their head coach, and Faith Johnson, nice shot, nothing but net. Orioles really showing up well here in this semifinal. They lost by 31 back in December to the Royals. We're here at the Lindbergh Center at Hopkins High School. Beautiful, sunny, snowy day outside. And Faith Johnson off the front of the rim. Rebound almost stolen back by the Orioles. So your score is 10-8. Now Hopkins into the front court. That's Naji. Now over to number 32. That's Taylor Woodson, the 8th grade 5'11" forward. And the shot by Hopkins off the mark by Maya Naji, and she follows up her own rebound and makes the shot, and now they're up by 4, and the full court press. Oh my goodness, I thought that was a foul underneath, but a nice steal and a layup by Amaya Battle, the 9th grader. And now the big long pass, Kirk Cousins style, down to Faith Johnson. She gets it on the dribble. Nice job by her to corral that. That is not easy. So you can see the Orioles are gonna try to break that press by throwing the long bomb from the baseline, and it's worked pretty well so far. Now Faith Johnson over in the right wing, gets it out to Turek now. Turek. Reagan Alexander looking low to Turek and unable to connect, and a turnover by the Orioles. They're gonna need to cut down on those if they're gonna have any chance this afternoon. Now into the front court for the Royals. On the right corner, that is Taylor Woodson. Woodson drives baseline, stops and blocked there by Kendall Coley, number 32. Great defense by the Orioles. Here's that replay. Kendall Coley swats it away. Ooh, that was close. They call it off the Orioles, and they're going to give it to Hopkins. Hopkins has been getting the benefit of the break here on these calls early on. Now throwing it in, number 5 for the Royals. That's Battle. Now over to 33. That's Dyla Chocolis, and she drives and draws a whistle and another foul on the Orioles. Let's see the replay, and who are they going to call on? Looks like Ullman got her. Chacolis will shoot 2 shots. Chacolis will shoot 2. Shot goes down. 23, Reagan Alexander replacing number 4. Reagan Alexander now back into the game for Faith Johnson. And that foul was on Ullman. That's her first. Team 4th. Hopkins has 3 fouls as Chocolis makes the second one. And now they've doubled the score of St. Louis Park, and there is the full court press. Throwing it in is number 31, Shayla Miller. Miller gets it in to Lindsay Olsen. She throws the big pass down to Ullman and connects, and underneath the left-handed layup off the mark, rebound, and we're gonna have a jump ball. Reagan Alexander, number 23, comes all the way down the court to force that, and possession arrow faces for the Orioles, so they'll retain possession. Thrown underneath by Shayla Miller. Miller trying to get it to Turek, running out of time, just get it in, barely there. 5 seconds they have to throw it in. Now Turek brings it out to the top of the key. Pressure defense employed by Hopkins. Reagan Alexander does what she should when she gets that. That's a foul. My goodness, they're missing them all over the place. Shayla Miller shot off the rim, and Buchers tries to get the rebound, and now she has it with a little assist there from Maya Naji. Now Hopkins, Buchers, and it gets taken away, and it is another turnover by Buchers. She has no points and 3 turnovers, so the Orioles are really neutralizing her. Now she takes it away, and she's gonna bring it all the way in for a layup. First points by Buchers. she lets out a little frustration, and now we have a timeout on the court with 12:28 to go as we watch Buchers come in for the all-alone layup on the left side. There she shows her frustration. Not sure what that's about. And there's Arsenio Richardson, animated on the sideline. His team is really playing well, as I've indicated here. Not sure how appropriate it is I give my opinion on these official calls, but I really believe they have kind of given the Orioles the shaft here a little bit early on. But when you're on the road in the #1 team's home court, you're going to have to overcome those obstacles as well as the team of Hopkins. So let's see if they even it up here as they come out of the timeout. There you can see the coaches, or one of the coaches for Hopkins. I don't know if that's Brian Cosgriff or not, but one of the assistants talking to the Hopkins players. And let's see who's in here for the Orioles. We've got Coley, Miller, Lindsey Olson, Ullman, and Reagan Alexander, who has the ball, and almost a turnover there as Lindsey Olson now takes it from the left side, almost forced out of bounds. Now over to Ullman. Good ball rotation, shot by Shayla Miller, and she goes off the rim. Blocked there by Kendall Coley. And now Hopkins with the ball into the front court now. Over to the near side in the corner. That's number 3. Her name is Sanaya Argara, 5'11", 8th grader. So young squad here by the #1 team for Hopkins. And Buchers drives the left side and shoots with the right hand and bounces it in. Now she has 4 points. 2 baskets in a row for Hopkins, and now another press. Again, almost an over and back there. And the pass underneath to Reagan Alexander, and she unable to, she goes down. Ullman gets the rebound, but stolen by Buchers, and it's Buchers 1-on-2, and I bet she takes it the whole way. No, she turns around. Great defense by Coley. Turning back Buchers. Well done. Buchers comes in, takes a third shot, going for her 3rd basket in a row off the rim. Not Buchers' best performance here. Orioles got a chance if they can get hot here. Let's see, Kendall Coley, and she makes a 3. And they're within 9 now, 10.5 to go, first half. Section 4A, 6-4A, semifinal match here at Hopkins High School. All right, driving the left side, that's Amaya Battle. Now number 33, turnaround jump shot off the mark, didn't block out, she gets her own rebound, and that is the problem for the Orioles. They're gonna need to address that. That's a few times now that Chocolas shot, missed, and got her own rebound. And now we got zone press, trap, and Reagan Alexander tries to split it, nice job. Unable to finish, and now the outlet pass to Buchers with Kendall Coley, and she makes it. Blocks Kendall Coley with her body, and now she's got 6 points, Buchers does. She's starting to warm up now. And a turnover forced by that press. Stops the clock at 9:45 to go, and Faith Johnson now will check in. And here's the lead pass, right on the money. And Buchers comes up and makes the layup as she goes down. No foul, as there shouldn't have been. If you're watching, Paige Buchers is worth the price of admission. It's going to be interesting to see if the University of Minnesota can keep her in state to play for Lindsay Whalen. We'll know more about that in about a year, maybe less. Probably next December she'll declare. Okay, shot blocked by Faith Johnson. Well done. Orioles now on the turnover. Kendall Coley bringing it up on the right side. Coming all the way, tried to get it to Jordan Turk, and it goes off her fingertips. Another turnover by the Orioles. They find themselves down 13 here early. Hopkins just has all kinds of firepower, that's for sure. All right, in the front court, that is Elena Contreras. She's a 9th grader as well, 5'7". And now number 22, Adams, shoots off the mark. That was a 3-point attempt. Ball comes back to Hopkins though. And Adams makes the shot, then drives, shoots off the mark again. Rebound by number 34, Najee. Najee's 6'3", and she's only a 9th grader. She draws the foul. There's Adams, goes by Ullman. Coley came out to stop her, and Faith Johnson, not a good job there blocking out the taller Najee. She can be neutralized on the boards if you just block out, get your body between hers and the basket. As Najee misses the first one. More substitutions for the Orioles as Ullman takes a seat. Turek back in the match. And and Najee makes that one. And now substitution, Paige Buchers. I didn't even notice she was out, and she'll come right back in. Replacing number 3, Sunyaya Agara. Now over to Jordan Turk into the front court. Looks low, and saving it nicely is number 11 now in the match for the St. Louis Park. And I don't have a name with her unfortunately. And Adams' shot is off the mark. Turk with the rebound. She looks up court now. She brings it over the timeline on the right side, coming all the way in and losing control. So I'm noticing the Orioles, they are just going all the way to the basket, and maybe that is their best strategy, but they gotta be in control. Ullman now quickly back in after a short break. Sitting down is Kendall Coley as she started the game and needs a rest there. And now sitting down for the Hopkins, that's number 32, Taylor Woodson. Buchers now will bring the ball up. Being met by Jordan Turk. It's a screen, and we got a foul called, whistle. She's talking to Najee, so that's good. A foul against Najee away from the ball. Let's see if we can see it as Buchers brings it up. So underneath, a push called on Najee. That's her first personal, and that's the team 4th. 5 team fouls on St. Louis Park as Turk brings it over the timeline, quickly trapped. Nice job splitting the defense. Now over to the corner. Not sure who number 11 is for the Orioles as she turns the ball over, and now it goes off Adams' hands and out of bounds, and another turnover. So both teams really turning the ball over here. I don't know if it's nerves or what, but they just go full ahead there. And there's Reagan Alexander getting her hand on it, and then Adams just hit her fingertips. We'll try to get a name as number 11 sits down. We'll just have to call her number 11 until we get a name. Now Turek to Sophie Ullman, now into the far corner, Lindsay Olsen to Ullman. Ullman drives to the center, stops at the top of the key, getting harassed. They're double teaming all over the place, but that means somebody's open, and the Orioles have been doing a good job as Lindsay Olsen launches a huge arcing 3 and nails it, and they're now down 11. Buchers quickly into the front court on the right side. Being guarded by Faith Johnson. There's a screen, Buchers drives, Ullman helps out. Now in the far corner, big 3 answering there is by number 4, Contreras. That is Amaya Elena Contreras. Now Ullman in the backcourt, over to Turek. She brings it off the timeline. Ball batted away by Paige Buchers, and it comes right back to her. She's gonna take it in behind the back pass, and unable to convert is Chocolas. Harlem Globetrotters, Paige Buchers, and they're gonna call travel, although she got bumped and they didn't call it. All right, now number 34, Najee, here it is. I think she got bumped right there. And they call it travel? Come on. All right, now Najee throws it in. And that's a Maya Battle now, brings it in this time. Buchers sets the screen for her. She picks up her dribble, down low to Chocolas. Chocolas dribbles back at the free throw line, now to Buchers. Being guarded by Shayla Miller. Miller, nice job stopping her. Buchers shoots. Nice defense there by Shayla Miller, beautiful. Now she has it, no press now on the miss. Shayla Miller comes right in, over to Kendall Coley. She shoots another 3, and she makes it. That's 2 in a row from that exact spot, and she is hot. And they keep it within 11, 6:38 to go, first half here. Orioles looking very good despite the obstacles of the calls. Neither team in the bonus. Now Buchers drives, and they call the foul. Faith Johnson came over to try to stop her, and she goes down. Let's look at this to see if she had position, and they call the foul. Faith Johnson looking at the referee. 16 foul. Look at Miller getting over to Kendall Coley with a hand in her face by the taller 6'3" Najee. Buchers at the line. And she rattles out. She's not having her best game. I've only seen her play, I think, once or twice before last year. There's a nifty behind the back pass their last time down by Buchers. Didn't lead to a basket, however. You look at this gymnasium, there's a lot of banners here, and they got a lot of room for a lot more in their gymnasium. They call it the Lindbergh Center. Probably in honor of the other Hopkins. Oh, that's a foul on Buchers. batting the ball before it was thrown in. Can't do that. Watch it right here. Can't do that. So are they calling that a foul, or throw it in on the other side, I guess. Kendall Coley gets it over to Lindsey Olsen. Olsen now being double teamed, gets it up to Ullman. They've done a great job breaking the press. And Ullman comes in, and they gotta convert those Bukers into the front court. And she'll shoot on the run, and she makes it. That is pure talent there, folks. Running jump shot from about 12 feet. Those are hard to make. Shayla Miller now into the front court. Nice dribble. Picks up her dribble over to Ullman now. Ullman. Orioles really doing well, showing their composure here against the more talented Bukers. Comes over to help on Reagan Alexander and intercepts the ball, and now she has it in the front court. Under 6 minutes to go, and she drives all the way through and lays it up. Bukers starting to take over, 33-17. They double the lead. Nicely passed to Reagan Alexander. Can she finish? And she does. They got to do more of that. Boy, they've got a great strategy, but they've got to make those layups more than they have been. Now Bukers brings it over the timeline, calling out a play. Orioles in the zone defense, 3-2 zone. And that's what they got to do. You can't play man-to-man. I think I recall doing the section semifinal last year between these two teams, and they played man-to-man, and it was not a contest by any stretch. So I'm glad to see they're in the zone here in the half-court defense. Okay, Kendall Coley, 6-foot sophomore. He's got 2 threes. And Lindsey Olsen rattles out. It was in and out. Nice shot. Just couldn't get it to go. 14-point lead for the Royals, and Ullman gets her with the body. Shouldn't be a shooting foul, although it will be now, because that'll be the 7th team foul. Here it is. Ullman clearly got her on the reach in. Just too much speed by Bukers, excuse me. So it'll be a 1-and-1 from here on out with 4:49 to go. Hopkins just has 14 fouls. 2 fouls to give. And Bukers at the line. And she makes it. Winner of this game will take on the winner of the next semifinal right here at Lindbergh Center between Robbinsdale Armstrong and Wyzetta, the number 2 and 3 seed. St. Louis Park, the number 4 seed. And of course, Hopkins is the number 1 seed as Bukers makes the second. 35-19, full court press and the long bomb, and boy, they get it right down to Reagan Alexander, and all ball, call the jump ball. Just not getting the calls here. Look at that. That is really over the head, and she did get all ball. But I don't know if that's a jump ball. Should be out of bounds. That's not a jump ball. I don't get that call at all. All right, now Hopkins brings it over the line. 3-2 zone, still being employed. Coley trying to stay with Bukers, now gives her over to Reagan Alexander. Bukers shot off the mark and failing to block out. Now we got another jump ball, possession arrow to the Orioles. Kendall Coley will throw it in. Bukers, number 1 for Hopkins, will guard her. And they go long again, and I can't believe Hopkins is letting that happen. And Faith Johnson, oh, they've just got to complete those layups. So frustrating. Now Hopkins into the front court off the miss by Johnson. Chokolis over to the corner. That's number 32, Woodson. Drive by Adams, and she banks it in and draws the foul. Or no, that was Chokolis, number 33. Layla Chokolis, the senior 5'7", comes right in there, and oh, I thought Faith Johnson was set. She might not have had good enough position, though. She was clearly set. There's your score, 35-19, 4:15 to go. 2 shots for Chokolis. And she makes the first. Oh, that was the second, excuse me. And she'll take a break. Now Najee. Throw in, full court press all day long. Boy, the Royals, they just bring it all night long here. Nice job by Ullman getting the ball over the court. And she comes in and she gets fouled on the body, and she's going to shoot 2. Good call by the refs there. Look at Ullman coming in with the left hand. Drives right up there. And yeah, she gets hit on the wrist there. Foul will go against Royals. Number 32, Taylor Woodson. At the line, Sophie Ullman, number 15. Senior guard, and rattles out. She'll get a second. Ullman now. Oh, that one rattles out. Tough luck there for Ullman. 2 nice shots. Now into the front court, driving baseline, and the quick jumper from the side, off the mark, getting her own rebound. That's number 5, Contreras, or is that number 4? Yeah, that was number 4, Contreras. Or excuse me, that was number 3, Agara. So no points that time down for Hopkins as Jordan Turk has in the front court, hands it off to Kendall Coley, being harassed, and nice look into Turk as she comes in. Drew contact, and they still don't call the foul. Now Buchers into the front court. Wide open is number 3, Agara, off the rim. Ullman with the rebound for the Orioles. Now she'll bring it up. Behind the back dribble over to Coley. Coley gets met there by Agara. Now Ullman, pass in traffic, gets away from Turek. And now Hopkins back on offense by number 5, Battle. And Buchers almost took a huge three-pointer out there. Now underneath, that's Najee, and her bank shot from the low post goes in. And we got a whistle and a timeout taken by Arsenio Richardson. 3:08 to go here, 40-19, and there's the replay. Nice look there by Buchers down to Najee, and the shot goes in. No call there. Could have been a foul maybe on Alexander. So Richardson, you know, there's not a lot he can say here. You can see him motivating his team. I would just be talking to the girls about just making sure they finish those layups, slow their mind down. They're doing an excellent job breaking the press. And I'd just be telling them, just take a breath as they're trying to shoot those layups. Easier said than done, I know, when you're going 100% out there. But if they can just start to finish some of these breakaways, they can get back in this game. They've made some nice three-point shots. And if you're the Hopkins Royals, I don't know what you say. You've got 80, 40 points. You're on route to scoring close to 100 here in this semifinal. I'd just say keep it up. Look at some of the fans here across the way. Enjoying this great basketball game here in this semifinal. All right, out of the break. 3:08 to go. Beautiful gymnasium here. Lots of space, very airy. Lots of natural light coming in from the corners. Beautiful gymnasium here at Hopkins. All right, now Kendall Coley. You throw it in, Buchers right on her as usual. Bounce pass into Reagan Alexander now. Alexander, number 23. Sophomore center brings it in, over to the right side to Coley, right back to Alexander, and she this time draws the foul. And she'll go to the line and shoot too. They've got to make all their free throws here, or at least 80 to 90% of them. Here's the nice give and go. Alexander back to Coley. And that's all ball, and they didn't call, so they called the foul. Unbelievable. Very inconsistent on the officiating. Oh, Reagan Alexander misses that one. Now Chocolat's back in. She is tough to deal with. And Reagan Alexander converts the second one. Now they're down 20. 40 to 20. All right, now into the front court. That was Amaya Battle for the Royals. And where's Buchers? There she is, and she takes the shot, and off the mark from three-point line, Shayla Miller. Nice job boxing out, and she has the ball. And she'll bring it up to Kendall Coley. In the front court, just gets it down to Reagan Alexander, and she does draw the foul again. And that'll be the 17th foul on the Royals. Najee, their 6'3" freshman, has 3 fouls, so she's on the bench for the Royals. Reagan Alexander sinks it. She's made 2 of 3 here in the last few moments. 2:38 to go, first half. See if the Orioles can make a little run here before the break. And that's a nice start. 2 free throws for Reagan Alexander. They can make their layups and their free throws. They could get back in this, mixed in with a couple threes and some good defense. All right, now battle over to the right side. That's 32, Taylor Woodson. Gara. Chocolas. Woodson. Good zone defense, aggressive zone defense. They're not just waiting back. They're coming right out there to pressure the ball. As you can see, Jordan Turek on Bukers, and she'll back up. Orioles really playing very, very well tonight. Now Chocolas. Taylor Woodson. Bukers. Shot off the rim. Great rebound by Alexander. They got a chance here to make a run. Just below 2 minutes, Alexander gives it up. No call. And they call the charge. Gotta be in control, Reagan. Just a little bit. Let's see if there was position. Or they're just waiting for her. She comes down, and yeah. That's the charge. Beaker's taking a heck of a hit there. Tough girl. All right, now Hopkins, number 5. That's Amaya Battle, brings it over the timeline. That's Chocolas for the Royals. Taylor Woodson to Bukers. Great half-court defense by the Orioles. And we got a whistle down underneath. Looks like there's going to be a foul called on 31, Shayla Miller. So that'll be a 1-and-1. There's that Lindsay Olsen draws the foul, number 14. And Woodson will shoot 1-and-1. Fast-moving game here. Taylor Woodson at the line, 8th grade, 5'11" forward. And it bounces out. Coley with the rebound. No pressure on the miss by the Royals. Coley over to Shayla Miller. Miller drives the lane, comes up, and her layup is into the running shot. Nice job by Shayla Miller. 24 points to 41 for the Royals. Bukers now, as we're below a minute and a half to go in the half. Chocolas. Great defense by the Orioles. They're so much more of a mature team than last year. And the layup rims out, and who's gonna get the ball? It's on the ground. Turks gets it, flips it to Coley. Nice job, 3-on-2, and that's a foul on Bukers. Or no, yeah, it is on Bukers. Number 1 came up and checked her hard. Right there, ouch. Coley taking a hit from Bukers. Whoever thinks basketball's not rough, I got another thing coming for you. That is rough. There's gonna be some bruises after this one. Elena Contreras comes in, sitting down for the Royals. Number 32, Taylor Woodson, and at the line is Kendall Coley. They're keeping it within 20. The Orioles have made a little bit of a mini run. Here's Reagan Alexander and Shayla Miller come out, number 11. And Jordan Turek there as Kendall Coley will shoot with 1:01 to go here. And it rattles out. Tough luck there, in and out. Now Bukers, 59 seconds. They may go for 1. Looks like they're gonna hold the ball here. Very uncharacteristic-like for the Royals. Now they're just taking their time, 41 seconds to go. Not a bad strategy. The Orioles will start to make a little mini run there. And Bukers were hold, just sitting around. 28 seconds to go. You can see the time there in the lower left-hand corner of your screen. Bukers just sitting around. And they're not even timing her. Turk must not be close enough. Now she's coming out. And 14 seconds. They're going to wait till about 10 or 9, and then Bukers is going to take it. Watch this. 8 seconds. Here she goes. It's going to be all Bukers, 1-on-1. She goes around her, pushes off, little push-off she got away with, and it goes in. She pushed off there with a little bit of heart, and that will end the half on Bukers' jump shot. Your halftime score, 43-24. Come on back for the second half.
If I say heads up, what does that mean to you? It means be aware, be alert. Be prepared to prevent something bad from happening, like a concussion. Most concussions are preventable if you make the effort. Wear a helmet when you bike, wear a seatbelt when you're in the car, and always be aware and be safe. To learn more, go to cdc.gov/concussion. You want to prevent a concussion? It's time to be heads up.
Welcome back to ParkTV 16 Sports on location. I am Robert Christensen, and we are here at the halftime of the 6th Quadruple A semifinal girls basketball featuring the St. Louis Park Orioles taking on the #1 seeded and #1 ranked in the state Hopkins Royals, and your score there, 43-24. If you're just joining us, the Orioles have been playing actually very, very well, and they just have missed a lot of layups and some free throws, and if they can get a couple calls here in the second half, they might make a run. They made a mini run at the end of the first half, and now we're underway. Royals in their blue uniforms going right to left. We are at the Lindbergh Center on the Hopkins High School campus. And the first shot by the Royals, Chocolate off the mark, just much like the beginning of the game. Orioles actually were up early on. Now Jordan Turk with it. And that is Shayla Miller. Now Turk looking down low to Lindsay Olsen. Her layup off the mark. And now the front court, that's Beakers, and she finds Adams underneath, and a nice block. Shayla Miller running the length of the court to make that block. Great effort by that woman right there, number 31. Shayla Miller, the junior guard. Watch her come from behind and get the ball. And the throw in now by Hopkins. That's Chocolate down low to Najee, and she banks it in. The 6'3" freshman. And now again the full court press, and that full court tenacious press by the Royals just wears you down. Another throwing attempt. That's Kendall Coley, number 32. Their outstanding sophomore center. 6 foot tall. She might be taller now. She might be 6'1", I don't know. All right, now Shayla Miller at the point. Over to the right side to Jordan Turk, the junior guard. Turk now. Coley in the corner, driving baseline, and Buchers draws the foul. Oh, what'd they call there? Yep, that is a foul. Oh, was she out of bounds? Let's see what's going on here. Let's look at the replay. Oh yeah, Buchers got her with the right thigh there on Coley's hip. First team foul in the second half for the Royals. Okay, now Kendall Coley shoots from three-point land, and she makes it. That's her 3rd in a row. That's 3 for 3 from three-point land by Kendall Coley. She is really maturing into a very nice player, the sophomore. And now we got to travel, and the Orioles making a little run, picking up where they left off at the end of the first half. And there's the long bomb, and that one overthrows, and that'll be a turnover. And that's going to come all the way back. Costly turnover there by the Orioles. They got away with that all first half. I think it worked every time they threw that bomb. I'm sure the Royals talked about that at halftime, and they're going to keep an eye on that. It was when they would do that, they'd get layups, and they'd miss more than they wanted to, that's for sure. Okay, now Buchers in the front court. Down to Najee, and Kendall Coley fronting defense. Perfect defense by Kendall Coley. Now she has the ball. She'll take another 3. And she rattles it home. My goodness, that's 4 threes for Kendall Coley, and she's starting to put on a show here. Now Buchers. Who's Paige Buchers? Let's watch Kendall Coley. My goodness. Paige Buchers now, and she'll try to answer, and it's off the mark. Rebound, and now the Orioles are just down 15. I know that sounds funny saying it, but that is quite an accomplishment here. They are not going away. There's Richardson on the bench, calling out signals. Kendall Coley off to a hot start here in the second half, playing the point. Gets it over to Turek, down low to Reagan Alexander, and the travel. She may have dragged her feet just a little. Tough break there for the Orioles. Let's see if there was. There's the foot, and I don't think that was a travel. It just looked like a travel. That was not a travel. Should have been a no call. Okay, now the Royals over the timeline into the front court. That's Chocolate to give to Buchers as she drives, and she draws the foul, and she gets the basket and the one. Foul on her. That's Jordan Turek, the junior guard. Let's see the replay. Turek, oh, she got caught there, and she hit her with the body. A nice body control shot by Paige Buchers. Unquestionably the best player in the state. She can go to any university she wants to in the country. It'll be interesting to see what she chooses. Surprised if we don't see Lindsay Whalen here, scouting her. I'll keep an eye on the crowd. We did see her at a St. Louis Park game earlier this year in the audience. Now Turek, and ill-advised pass. That was like Brett Favre throwing over the middle in the 2009 championship game. Can't do that. Always gonna get intercepted. There's down low to Adams, and she draws the foul by Turek. Can't quite get it to go. So at the line for Hopkins. That is Adams. She makes the first one. Kayla Adams, number 22, the 5'7" junior. Now into the match is that's Sophie Ullman, number 15. She did a nice job bringing the ball up the court in the first half. With that intense pressure and the miss. So the lead is 19. And ball out of bounds. There you go. And I'm not hearing myself, so I hope that the audience can hear me. But I'll just keep talking. Okay, now Sophie Ullman in the backcourt. And now to Kendall Coley. Coley now at the baseline, finds Reagan Alexander the baseline, and she does a nice move, faking out the Royals defense, and she lays in the layup. So Orioles looking good here. 2 team fouls on the Orioles, 1 on the Royals, and 2 on the Orioles. Now Adams takes the 3 off the quick shot, rattles out. Lindsay Olsen with the rebound. Olsen now, number 14, will bring it up. Down low to Reagan Alexander. She quickly takes the basket, the reverse layup, and she makes it. And Reagan Alexander having a great second half here. And the lead is 15, and now the interception by Ullman to Lindsay Olsen, and she'll come up and she'll shoot short-range jumper off the mark. Ullman with the rebound, she makes it. And the Orioles are on a run here. They're down 13, 14:37 to go. And Bucher's now looking to the bench for a play. She's gonna call play. I bet the play is Paige Buchers. That's gonna be the play. She gives the ball up to Amaya Battle. Now the give and go. Bucher's coming along the backside. You can see that coming, and off the mark. She's starting to show a little nerves. That was an alligator shot as Reagan Alexander. Just way too much in a hurry there. Now Bucher's with it. Look out. She comes up, shoots, misses, rebound. Adams, and her layup attempt draws the foul. And there's the short jumper. Boy, if she had made that. It rims in and out. That Olsen made that. Ullman made it. Nice. I don't know what to call that. A reverse layup, I guess. I've never seen a shot like that. Nice job there by Sophie Ullman as Adams for the Royals makes that. And now we got substitutions by both teams coming in. Faith Johnson and Jordan Turek going out. Reagan Alexander, nice job by her. Good move by Arsenio Richardson, taking her out after that last sequence. Just giving her a quick blow here. Also with Lindsay Olsen. Now down 2-on-1. Shayla Miller, she'll make that layup. All right, now Paige Bucher. Nope. Okay, there we go. Now I can hear myself. That's great. Thank you. We got Kurt and Ravi on the cameras. Kurt doubles as a sound guy, and I can hear myself a little bit better now. Okay, now number 3, Agara. Chocolas to number 32. That's Taylor Woodson. This game is getting exciting, folks. If you're just joining us, keep watching. Semifinal section girls playoff basketball action on ParkTV 16. Glad you're with us. Orioles really playing well tonight, just down 12. And that ball almost gets away. Now this drive, and Shayla Miller comes up and, it just got out. Just went in there. And there's the long bomb to Faith Johnson. Can she catch up to it? And she does. Nice job. And timeout by Arsenio Richardson. Good job there, timeout there, I think. They don't want this game to get away, and especially what they've gained here. And there Shayla Miller came over and almost caused the miss. Orioles just down 14, folks, and with their ability to shoot the 3, they are in this match. They are very well in this match. Hopkins is 26-0. And there you look at the 6 quadruple A girls basketball bracket. Hopkins, number 1 seed in St. Louis Park. Coming up next, but not on this station, is number 3 Armstrong against number 2 Wayzata Trojans. They'll take on the winner of this game on Thursday. At the higher seeds, well, St. Louis Park's going to be on the road no matter what if they can pull off this upset. Otherwise, it'll be at Hopkins for sure. Okay, out of the break. Orioles with the ball underneath the Hopkins basket. Throwing it in will be, that is Shayla Miller. Gets it to Sophie Ullman. Ullman now. Let's see what Hopkins does differently here. Faith Johnson in the corner. Sophie Ullman down to Kendall Coley. Gets it over to Faith Johnson. Let's see if she can make that one. Nope, off the brim. Good play though by the Orioles. Now Buchers off the rebound into the front court. Now into the corner to Adams. There's Shokelis, who did cause the Orioles problems, and they found an answer there. And now we got to travel, or no, we got to call. 3-second violation on the Royals. So the refs are making better calls for the Orioles than in the first half. Maybe they overheard me. Doubt it. But nevertheless, the calls look a lot better this half for the Orioles. Now Shayla Miller will take a break. She's playing very well. We're now under 13 minutes to go in the match. Sophie Ullman now will bring it up. And she gets it over the timeline. Ball knocked out of bounds by the Royals. Number 32, Taylor Woodson. And the throw-in will be by Kendall Coley, and Hopkins trying to get a last-second substitution. Coming in is number 4, Elena Contreras. She'll come in for number 22, Kayla Adams. All right, now Kendall Coley on the far side. And she slaps the ball, and she's gonna run out of time here, and she just gets it in under the 5-second rule there. Now Turek, and that's Reagan Alexander. Kendall Coley, down low to Alexander. She gets it to her. Alexander can't finish. She was a little bit too far into the basket. And now Chugalis on the run, and that goes off the Royals. Buchers. I'm telling you, Hopkins is ripe to be upset here today if things can keep going well for the Orioles. And now, of course, Shayla Miller and Lindsay Olsen back in. Nice job by Faith Johnson as she comes out for the Orioles, and Kendall Coley will take a rest as well. So Alexander, Turek, Ullman, Olsen, and Miller in for the Orioles. Miller gets it to Ullman. Ullman over the timeline into the front court, and that is Lindsay Olsen now. Olsen, Kendall Coley on the bench. She won't be there long, folks, as we approach 12 minutes to go. Now Turek down low to Lindsay Olsen. She's got position. Buchers blocks it. Nice defense by Buchers. Lindsay Olsen had position there. 6-foot junior, best player in the state, maybe the best player ever in Minnesota. That remains to be seen at the high school level. And Turek draws the foul, couldn't quite get it to go. And that's Buchers. We'll see how many fouls she has. Second team foul. Orioles have 3 team fouls. That is Buchers' 3rd foul. Now, if I'm Arsenio Richardson, I am going at Buchers. If we can get her fouled out, get her into foul trouble, that would be unbelievable. I'd start taking the ball at Buchers. Arsenio Richardson is clapping over there as Jordan Turek makes the shot. You get the sense that the Orioles could even get farther back into this one. Let's see if Turek can make it. Gotta make most of their free throws to do that, though. But Hopkins not having their best game. And that rattles off the rim. Now rebound to the Royals, and Buchers now to the front court. And the crossover dribble, she drives, and that's off the mark. And that's what I'm telling you guys. Hopkins not playing their best game here. You can get a 3 or 2 in a row. Nice job by Turek keeping the dribble alive there. And now almost taken away. That's a foul on the Orioles. No way, that is not over and back. That's a horrible call. Unbelievable, that is not over and back. That is not over and back. That was blocked by the Royals. That is not over and back. Awful call. My goodness. That ball on the replay was blocked by the Royals. And if anything, the Royals fouled the Orioles player. She dove for the ball. That's what I thought the whistle was going to be for. Hopkins is ready to get upset here today. Now in the front court, that is Agara. Agara now to number 32, Woodson. Woodson out the front court, being guarded by Sophie Ullman. Ullman now to Buchers. Buchers. She drives the lane. Nice defense by Ullman, pushing her back. She keeps going. Short jump shot, and it rattles in as Buchers hits the deck. Nice shot there, and now to Turek, and into the front court, being guarded by Buchers. Turek now, comes away with it. Coley, Turek gets it back. Wow, great recovery by Turek. And now the interception by Buchers. So they are putting the pressure on the backcourt, and nice block by Coley. She swats it away. Now Ullman has it. She doesn't have numbers, so she's taking it easy. She doesn't have numbers. Now to the front court to Miller. Miller thought about shooting a three there. And down goes Coley. No foul there either. My goodness, she just got mugged. And the layup on the other side off the mark, and Chocoles gets the layup and the call. I would like to see that replay and see if my eyes, there's that right there. That was earlier, there's Chocoles with the rebound and the foul by Ullman. Tough break for the Orioles. As now they are again down 17. Here's this sequence. What's happened here? Let's see if my eyes were accurate or not. Coley, there she is, being guarded, and I thought she got pushed. Pulled down by number 4, Elena Contreras. No call on that either. Now the long bomb, the bounce pass, they're pushing for it. Shayla Miller, that's what I was talking about. Making those free throws, making those layups on those long bombs. They get it down there. I'm not saying it's easy. Now Buchers on the baseline. And now the lead is back to 20. And now another long pass to Faith Johnson. Let's see what happens here. She comes up. You saw how she slowed down at the last second there? That's what they've got to do. Exactly like that to make those. All right, 59-41 in the front court are the Royals. 18-point lead. Behind the back dribble by Buchers. Yeah, the travel on her. Good call by the officials. 18 is the lead. Let's see here. Miller stops her behind the back dribble, and yeah, she moved both her feet there. Good call by the officials as Hopkins Royals take a timeout. 59-41, 9:58 to go here. So it's really the same thing here. There's the head coach, Bill Cosgriff, in Buchers here. Still with her. Looks like he's being a little tough on her. Might be a little early, noon games. They're not used to playing games this early, but it's probably good training as Hopkins will likely get to the state tournament. They play those games earlier on in the day. But these noon starts are not usual, and Buchers is not having her best game, which is why I believe the Orioles have a chance at an upset here. About halfway through the second half. And really, I'd just be saying the same thing. Got to make the free throws, got to make the layups when they beat the press on those long bomb passes from the baseline. Really impressed with the Orioles and their ability to throw those passes. I wonder if the St. Louis Park football coach is here. These girls can play quarterback. I mean, they're throwing those balls a good, 40 yards down the court. 30 anyway. And with accuracy and a nice bounce. And their teammate just runs right up. Oftentimes it's Lindsey Olson, Shayla Miller, Reagan Alexander been on the lead ends. It's just a great strategy by Arsenio Richardson. And the girls just got to execute those layups. Now into the front court, that's Lindsey Olson. Wide open three off the back of the rim. Rebound. And tied up by Faith Johnson. And they're going to call it. That will be a possession arrow to the Hopkins Royals. Faith Johnson leaving nothing on the bench there. Great effort here by the Orioles. All right, now Kendall Coley will throw it in. I guess the possession arrow was to them, I guess. That's right, they're going the other way this half. My fault. All right, now Lindsey Olson on the wing, over to Ullman. Ullman thought about shooting. Chocoles out to guard her. Goes down to Reagan Alexander. Oh, gotta make those layups. Tough to do against the number 32, 5'11", 8th grade Woodson. And now Buchers comes in with the running jump shot, and boy, those are tough to make. She is an expert at those. Faith Johnson was open down the center of the field, much like a post pattern in football. Now Ullman. To the right side to Shayla Miller, to Faith Johnson. Johnson working on Buchers. Now to Kendall Coley, being guarded by Woodson. Now Johnson. Down underneath, and ball batted away by number 5 for the Royals. That's Amaya Battle, the 9th grade 5'10" guard. And here's Buchers on that last one. Look at that, coming right up there. I played point guard, that's a tough shot. Coming at a full tilt like that, off the dribble from about, 5 feet? Tough shot. Not using the board either. Okay, now Shayla Miller will throw it in from the baseline. And ball comes out to Lindsay Olson, and she does get away. A chance here for the Orioles underneath. They got numbers, and Faith Johnson lays it in. Nice bounce pass by Lindsay Olson in traffic in the paint. And your score, 61-43. Under 9 minutes to go now. Kendall Coley to Buchers now. Buchers drives the lane, gets turned away by Turek. Great defense by Jordan. Now Adams drives, and the pass underneath the Chocolis, and she pushes her way around and misses the shot. Now Lindsay Olson with the rebound as she goes down. Now Kendall Coley. Coley will shoot the 3 off the rim, and that was a foul on Chocolis as she was pulling at Shayla Miller. No call there. And we got a timeout on the court. Looks like taken, let's see here. Right there, she grabs her by the arm. Where's the foul call? Clear as day, and now Chocolis asks for the call. Come on. There's Arsenio Richardson. There's that nice bounce pass by Lindsay Olson to Faith Johnson. That is difficult to do in close quarters, right in the paint. Here's Arsenio Richardson. Standing there, there's Kendall Coley. Shayla Miller on the left, Faith Johnson. Jordan Turek. They're not giving up here, no way. All right, out of the timeout. Hopkins is waiting for him. All right, Chocolis throws in. In the front court, that is Amaya Battle. Over to Buchers. Battle now. Looking over to the sideline. Codsgriff, the head coach of the Royals, calling out instructions. There's Chocolis. Down low on the post. Najee with the left-handed layup off the rim. Chocolis gets the rebound. Now Najee has it. Her second attempt off the rim. Rebound to Jordan Turek. And she ties it up. And Chocolis. Orioles doing a great job with her, and lasing it in is Najee. And it's another 20-point lead by the Royals. And Kendall Coley now in the backcourt. Coley now being guarded by Adams, I should say. Big height difference there as Coley turns around, and three-point shot now off the mark. That's her second miss from three-point land in a row. Now Adams with the three-point shot, rattles out. And nice defense there by Miller, blocking out Chocolis. That's not an easy task. Now Coley into the front court, and that's a foul call by number 5, Amaya Battle. They need the refs to keep them in check. Now Lindsay Olson in the corner and intercepted there. Totally covered, double team Reagan Alexander. Nothing there, ill-advised pass. Now Buchers into the front court as we approach 7 minutes to go. Now Battle, Chocolis. Buchers. And she gets tied up by Turek. Oh my goodness, really? Touchy call there on Turek. That'll be 4th team foul, 5th team foul on Hopkins. That's 5th team foul on the Orioles as Kendall Coley comes out. Ullman, Johnson, and come in, and now also sitting will be Lindsay Olson, number 14. And now coming in, and I like this move by Arsenio Richardson. Coming in for the Orioles, number 25, Jamelia Addison, the junior guard, and I would put her on Chocolis. There's a bit of roughness to Addison's game, and I think those two, although I think Chocolate is on the bench. Yeah, she is. Too bad. Nice move by, there's Addison. She's got those glasses, and it's taped up on the corner. That's an indication she's not afraid to get dirty in these games, and I mean that in a positive sense. All right, now Buchers with her second free throw. And it goes in. All right, now Shayla Miller, full court press by the Royals again. And gets it into Ullman now. Ullman drives the center of the court, gets it on the timeline. They've done just an excellent job against this press this afternoon. And now the pass intended for Addison, blocked out of bounds by Buchers. 6:44 to go. Last time these two teams met was back in December. Hopkins had won by 31. And it was off to a big start, but they've slowed down on the scoring. And now Reagan Alexander comes in, shot, and she makes the nice shot from the free throw line. And now they're down 20 again. Kind of where they were at the half. So they've been playing them even here. And oh, Addison almost got the steal, and Buchers makes her pay. Took a chance there, Addison did. Buchers makes the jump shot from the three-point line, or from the free throw line, excuse me. Ullman now gets it, and she's got some room. And there's only two underneath. Reagan Alexander now takes the second shot, and she makes two in a row. Nice job by Reagan Alexander. Brings it back to 20 as we approach 6 minutes to go here in the second half. On the sideline, Lindsay Olson and Kendall Coley waiting to come in, and they'll come in on that whistle as the foul called on Reagan Alexander. That'll be team 7, so they're in the bonus. And here's Reagan Alexander's second nice jump shot. Number 34, Maya Naji, the 6'3" freshman, had a hand in her face. Impressive. Addison comes out, Shayla Miller comes out, Lindsay Olson back in for the Orioles along with Kendall Coley. So it's Coley, Alexander, Johnson, Ullman, and Olson. And there's that first one by Reagan Alexander, and oh, the free throw bounces in off the backboard by Naji. I don't think that's how she imagined it. A lot of these girls breathing heavy here. Chocolate also back into the game. Chocolate is a senior. And now the throw-in attempt, and there's the long pass ahead to Faith Johnson. Can she finish? And no, gets the rebound and blocked out of bounds. So possession will stay with the Orioles, down 22. Yeah, off the front of the rim, gets a rebound. Oh, she had a teammate wide open there, Lindsay Olson. Let's look around a little bit. There's the shot by Lindsay Olson, and short. Faith Johnson, I'm impressed with her tonight too. She's playing very well. Johnson, just a sophomore. Faith Johnson, number 4. It'll be fun to watch her the next couple years as well. Now Buchers to a wide open number 5. That is Battle, and crowd wanted a foul, no call. And off the rim rebound to the Orioles, and now Kendall Coley in the backcourt. Now to the front cut by Ullman. She's got a lane, gets it up to Johnson. Johnson drives the lane, and ball bounced away. And what's the call? Out of bounds. Turnover. 5:20 to go. And now Turk back in for Johnson. And now Shayla Miller quickly back in. She wasn't out long. Ullman will have a seat. Nice play by her. Now Battle. Brings it across the line. Now to Buchers. Buchers shoots the jumper. Nice shot. That was her best shot of the day. In control. Nice form, and there's the long pass. Reagan Alexander, Chocolate won't have a prayer, and she mugs her. That's an absolute mugging. Hard foul by Chocolate. And here's Buchers. Watch this. Just balanced. Nice looking shot there. That's a big time play there. Paige Buchers. Pleasure to watch her play. It's an honor. She's really good. All right, now Reagan Alexander. So are the Orioles, though. And oh, it climbs in. Nice job by Reagan Alexander. 71-48. Shayla Miller now. Or excuse me, that is Reagan Alexander. And it bounces in. Nice job at the line. They're getting tired, and it's hard to shoot free throws when you're winded. Now Buchers looking to the sideline, slowly brings it over the line. Now to the left side. Look at that move. And the long three taken by our girl, long up the rim. Buchers gets the rebound, finds Chokless underneath, and she lays it in. Now Kendall Coley will throw it in against the press, gets it to Turek. Turek being guarded by Buchers, looks up ahead. I like how she gets her head up right away. And Lindsay Olsen with the rainbow three off the mark. I thought that had a chance. It did, just off the mark. Now down pass, nice pass by Buchers. She finds Najee. Or no, that was Taylor Woodson, number 32. Now into the front court, another long bomb. Miller catches up with it, saves it from going out of bounds. Now Reagan Alexander to Kendall Coley. Hopkins doing a nice job bottling her up at three-point land. She's got 4 tonight. Now Miller picks up her dribble, could be trouble, gets it to Coley. Coley now. And underneath, under baseline pass to Alexander, now out to Lindsay Olsen, 3:45 to go. Shayla Miller from three-point land, off the front of the rim. And I think both teams are getting tired here, you can feel it. Ullman now on the bench, coming off the bench. She'll come again with Jamelia Addison at the next whistle. Hopkins into the front court here. Buchers, Turek almost stole it. And nice look underneath, but great defense by number 14 for the Orioles, Lindsay Olsen, deflecting the pass. And now coming in, substitutions for Hopkins, number 22, Kayla Adams. Coming out for the Orioles is Turek and Coley. In for them is Ullman and Addison. Buchers underneath the basket. Number 22, Adams. To number 3, Agara. And a block. And a foul called on Addison on Buchers, and that'll be a 1-and-1. 8th team foul, first on Addison. So this is the 6th quadruple A semifinal. Coming up next at Lindbergh Center here on the Hopkins High School campus will be Robbinsdale, Armstrong, and Wayzata. The winner of that game will play Hopkins next Thursday night right here. Buchers makes that one. And we're approaching that 30-point lead. The game, Orioles were never really close except for early on. They made a run. They got it down to 14 in the second half, I think, if my memory serves, and that's another turnover, and Addison trying to bounce pass it to Ullman, and it goes out of bounds. And substitutions, Faith Johnson coming in, Lindsay Olsen coming out, Kendall Coley coming in, Reagan Alexander going out. Stoppage there, 3:01 to go. Buchers. Now that's Najee, the freshman, to Buchers, the junior. And Adams shot off the mark. Rebound, Faith Johnson. Johnson now being guarded by Najee to Coley now. Coley, Buchers guarding her. Coley now underneath, and Addison, that ball somehow got to her after being deflected. And I think she stepped on the baseline. Ill-advised pass, but it got through to her. And what was the call there? Traveling. 2.5 minutes to go. That's Adams. Good defense by Ullman on Buchers, denying her the ball. Now Adams. Adams driving Coley, and she loses control, and Ullman picks it up. Looks her head up the floor, and now gets it ahead. 2-on-1 here for Olsen. She comes in and trips. I don't know if she tripped on her own accord or maybe tripped by, well, the call was she was tripped by Agara. Let's see the replay and how she fell. Yeah, she did. Number 3, Agara, her left foot hit Miller's foot, so she'll shoot 2:06 to go, clock stop. And she makes the first. The last score back on December was 84-53 final, and we're almost exactly the same, aren't we? At 77-50. Boy, Hopkins, they just have so much talent on the bench there, and young talent, led by Paige Buchers as Olsen makes that one, and it's 77-51. 2 minutes to go here at the Lindbergh Center. There used to be 2 high schools in Hopkins. There was Hopkins Eisenhower and Hopkins Lindbergh. So Lindbergh Center's the name of the court. Now down low to Najee, over to the right side, Gara. Down the corner, Adams, way shot. Nice defense by Lindsay Olsen, and Shayla Miller tried to get it to Ullman. And waiting for it there was Taylor Woodson, number 32 for the Royals. Now, Turek, bounce pass to Miller. 1.5 minutes to go, over the timeline. Olsen with it. To Turek, goes right through her hands. I think she took her eye off it. Now we're gonna have a collision on the floor right in front of me. And Ullman comes away, then we're gonna call foul. Not sure what she's gonna call it on. It is a contact sport when you play the Hopkins Royals. Always a rough affair. And that foul is on Hopkins. That's their 6th team, so now the Orioles are in the bonus. Unfortunately, it's too little too late. Now Turek, crossover dribble, takes Adams and gives it up to Olsen on the outside as the team sets a nice crossover dribble, drive the lane by Olsen, and the rebound by number 3, Agara. And she didn't like the call. I think she called her out of bounds, or he did. So Orioles will retain possession. 1:06 to go. And the pass into Turek and out of bounds, and this time it will go to the Royals. 1:05 to go. There's Buchers. Great player, but didn't probably have her best game. I'm sure she would admit to that if asked. But still a great talent and worth watching any chance you get to see number 1 there with the ball. Now she's just gonna let it run down. 79-51. Adams. Ball on the floor there. 30 seconds. Orioles putting the pressure on. Not quitting. Gonna play all the way to the final whistle. Najee bounces it in with 23 seconds to go. Clock running. It's 81-51. It's almost gonna be an identical score from last December. 84-53. It's gonna be almost dead on the same score. Amazing. Now Miller. Over to Addison, 7 seconds to go. Lindsay Olsen will take a final 3, and it off the mark. And Buchers with the rebound, and that'll be your final whistle. And your final score in this semifinal, 81-51. For our cameraman, Robbie and Kurt, our producer, Paul Broden, I'm Robert Christensen. Thanks for listening, thanks for watching, and we'll see you again.